Okay, this is the attic video. This is plywood. Alright, this is 1/2 inch, okay, drywall to separate the garage from the living space and the garage from the attic. Okay, so that's why we want a spring on this door, because we're trying to, that's why we don't want a gap. We're trying to say if something happens, statistically, more fires happen in the garage than anywhere. And the kitchen is the second most, but it's just kind of hard to get people to put their kitchen someplace else, okay, besides the middle of the house. But that's why this door closing is so important. That's why this gap is so important. And it's also why it's so important about this plywood, because the fire would just run right up through this plywood and go up into your attic. And then from there it spreads. So the idea is we're trying to stop that. Okay? You see these holes in the brackets? That's for fasteners. Alright? Glavos. Nails. Alright, see that hole? The factory put that there. Why? So the nail goes through the bracket, through the frame, into the structure. And see these little screws right here? Well, they're kind of cute. But if you read the instructions on the ladder, those things right there, okay, they'll say that they want lag bolts, or they want, 16D nails. They don't say anything about screws. So, this ladder was not installed properly, and it's not rated for fire application. And while we're here, this little header board on the end, that guy's cracked. Huh. So here we come up. Now we're in the attic. Okay, at one time, so we're going to talk about the fireplace in a little bit and how the fireplace has to breathe or needs to breathe. Well, at one time this is a wood shingle roof. That's what all this lath is. And it's got OSB decking that came in, they took it all off. So this used to be a drafty old attic, and that's helped the fireplace breathe. Now we're creating a new house. We got new doors, except for that door we just talked about. We've got new window in the primary bath, and then we got composition shingles instead of wood roof. So the house is getting tighter. It's more like new construction, current construction, and so that puts a little more pressure on the fireplace being able to breathe. And sometimes people just don't think about that. Now, I don't know if this is an attic or this is an air conditioning inspection sometimes, but you're supposed to have a continuous walkway. See these boards right here? Those are staggered. This is not continuous. You just have a continuous, unobstructed 24-inch walkway to these. This light right here, it used to be fine with a pull string, okay? Okay, it should have a cage around it. If that little fluorescent light breaks, all kinds of noxious, nasty stuff is going to come through there. Coming along here, well, people are just going, oh, it's probably Eloise texting me. This is the switch to the furnace. The switch to the furnace. You should have a cover plate on it. And I'm saying all this stuff is because once I get over to the furnace, I'm not going to be doing an attic video. So just kind of store these to when the attic video shows up. And we'll talk about that. But these electric cables are supposed to be 17 inches, 16 inches away from the entrance. You want to swim through here. Oh, let me get my arm through here. Okay? No. I'm not supposed to swim through the electric. I'm not a spider. Okay? You're not supposed to swim through electric cables to get someplace. Okay, we're moving on along. We've got a hip roof. Of course, we knew that because we already did the roof video. Get over here on my bony little old man knees. See that gas piping? See how it just floats? Gas piping is not supposed to float like that. It's supposed to be supported. That's gas coming into your house. And by the way, I was looking underneath the kitchen cooktop. I'll remember that sometime, and I didn't see a gas port over there. So okay, you got one strap, one perforated strap on this gas piping going all the way to the heater. Isn't that something? That's just crazy, man. There's your skylight tunnel. It's got insulation around it. That's pretty good. But you know what we don't have? I mean, look at this. This is zoom right on in, right there. See that little blue box? See those little red things in? Those are wire nuts. Those are wire nuts, okay? The reason why you can see the wire nuts is that junction box doesn't have a cover. And remember I was bragging about the skylight tunnel being insulated? Look at that whole side right there. That whole corner. The insulation's short, it's missing. It sure is missing. Now see all those trails running through here? People didn't make those trails. People did not make those trails. Little furry mices made those trails. That's really what happened there. Okay. Now our purlins are undersized, and our purlin struts are undersized, but that's typical. 1970, we're going to see that. All these undersized purlins, that's usual for this construction. And when we walked around the outside of the house earlier, well, earlier for us, but later in a later video, so maybe the next video, we got soffit vents, but we do not have soffit vent baffles. And the insulation, see people have been walking through here because you don't have a walkway? No, just no. What else have we got? Oh, I'll go a little farther. Let's see. Let me do my Circus Olay here. Alright. Coming through here. All this nice white fluffy fiberglass insulation. Dig, dig, dig. Yay! I don't see any old insulation. So maybe they vacuumed it all out. I can only see what I can see. I do not see depth markers, by the way. I do not see depth markers. Okay. This is some insulation up there. I'll try and get some more pictures. While we're going here, okay, on your air conditioning duct, you're not supposed to have more than ½ inch sag. Is that more than ½ inch? I got you teleported out, don't I? I am so sorry. Does that look like more than ½ inch to you? It's not supposed to be kinked like it is right there. Not supposed to have more than ½ inch sag. So not. Oh, let me just step over this unobstructed 24-inch walkway. Alright. Got to get over here. It's a good thing I'm a descendant from a monkey. It's a good thing for that evolution. If I didn't have some ape qualities here, I'd be out of luck. Oh my goodness. Let's keep going. Unobstructed walkway. See all that cable? We're dancing on top of all this electrical cable. That's just crazy. Now this is the living room right here, the vaulted ceiling. You know what we're missing? Insulation. That's what we're missing. There's no insulation over there. Let's see if I can keep going. It's nice that we got a light in here for our indoor air handler, but it's operated by an extension cord. You're not supposed to have extension cords in permanent applications. So we can get over here and we get a better view. See all that missing insulation? I do. Look like it's gonna insulate to you. Doesn't look like it's gonna insulate to me. I gotta use this gas piping as a handle to get through here. That's just wrong. See the way this stuff floats? That floats? No. All this needs to be secured. Should have been secured. You might not secure it. I can't make anything happen. I can tell you what it's supposed to do. All I'm here to do is tell you how it's supposed to go. So, anyway. That's it. I'm going to stop and do air conditioning and take some still pictures that I've seen quite a bit, including, look at that air conditioning duct. Boy, it feels good up here. Just blowing into the attic, big as day.